going on? Welcome on in. We are doing something pretty fun today. We have taken every single player from Texas and put it onto a team to see if they can win the Super Bowl. If you missed it, I've done this already with Florida. Texas actually has the most players in the NFL. They have 208. Florida was like 100 and something. So let's go ahead and take a look at the roster and see what we're working with. This team is very stacked. Florida and them are very close. There are certain positions Texas just doesn't fill. So we'll see that in a minute. But starting at quarterback, we have Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, and Jalen Hurts. An absolutely stacked quarterback room. Obviously, Mahomes is one of the GOATs of the game, so that makes a lot of sense. At running back, we have Devon Achane, J.K. Dobbins, and Trendon Henderson. Not the greatest running back room, but, Achane will do enough. I mean, this O-line is pretty stacked. I'm spoiling, but we haven't got to it yet. But the O-line is very, very stacked. So Achane might have a crazy good year. At wide receiver, we have Jackson Smith and Jigga, Mike Evans, Jalen Waddle, Courtland Sutton, Quentin Johnson, Devin Duvernay, and Tylan Wallace. Obviously, we got 2 return men and then just a bunch of really good wide receivers. When I first looked at the wide receivers, they have a lot from Texas, by the way. I didn't see Jackson Smith and Jigma or Mike Evans on the list. So I was like, oh man, the wide receivers were bad because I saw like Waddle and Sutton. I'm like, that's not that great with just those two. But then these guys added in, and they're insane. Looking at tight end, this is the weakest position, I believe, in Texas. No real good tight ends. We have Kylan Granderson, Brock Wright, and Ben Sims, obviously all pretty not good. But there was just no good tight ends from Texas, which is kind of crazy. You would think there would be 1 or 2. Maybe they just all play basketball. At left tackle, oh man, this is a stacked left tackle room. We have Trenton Williams and Rashad Slater, absolutely stacked. At left guard, we have Tyler Smith and Chris Paul. So Chris Paul just got cut by the Clippers, and now he plays left guard for the Texas team. I think there is 2 Chris Pauls in the NFL, which is kind of crazy to think because there is a rookie Chris Paul because I remember having him on the rookie team. At center, we have Eric McCoy and Aaron Brewer. This O-line is stacked, by the way. It is absolutely stacked. I mean, these are all some of the better players in each position. At right guard, we have Robert Hunt, probably the weakest position on our line, but I mean, still 82 dudes. Absolutely phenomenal. And at right tackle, we have Lane Johnson and Joe Noteboom. Obviously, Lane Johnson is an absolute stud, one of the few 99s in the game. Coming in at right tackle, our tackles are insane between him and Trenton Williams. People would never want to take that on. At left end, we have the guy, Von Miller. He played at Texas A&M, makes sense. And also Landon Jackson, but I do kind of want to show you this. This is the funniest thing to me. You know how he is Achapichi, but look at his hair. He has a full head of hair, man. I mean, Madden clearly did not scan his face. At right end, we have Myles Garrett. Oh my gosh, absolutely amazing. Marcus Davenport and Tyus Bowser is the other 2, but man, Myles Garrett and Von Miller is an absolutely insane 2-headed monster out there. Obviously, Von Miller's old now, but it's still crazy. And at D tackle, we have Nnamdi Madubuike, Ed Oliver, Byron Murphy, and Broderick Washington. Absolutely stacked. I mean, this D-line is going to be scary. I think Texas might have a chance. They're going to tear through some teams. And at Sam, we have Overshown. I did move him. He is a Will. We just didn't have any Sams as far as I could tell. So I just put Overshown over there so he gets on the team. I don't think he would have started as a Will, so he will start as a Sam. Well, Sams don't really touch the field, but either way, he will be in that position. At Mike linebacker, we have Nick Bolden and Roberts. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Anyway, nothing too crazy. Linebacking core is a little bit kind of whatever, but it's not the worst. And at will, we have Jordan Brooks and EJ Speed. EJ Speed actually was one of the few people I was already on the Texans, so made it pretty easy to get him on the team. A decent linebacking core, not that great. This is gonna be pretty scary. There's a man at the top in the corners, and the rest are just not very good. We have Christian Gonzalez, Jahad Barnon. Oh my God, names, man. I am so bad with names. Brandon Stevenson, Jeff Okuda, and Damian Arnett. Obviously, I had to sign these 2 out of free agency, by the way. So that tells you what this cornerback room is. Christian Gonzalez has his work cut out for him. He's gonna have to cover everybody on the field. And at free safety, we have Brandon Jones and R.J. Mickers. Nothing too crazy here. And at strong safety, we have Deshaun Elliott and Quinton Diggs. I actually had to sign Diggs out of free agency too. But it's kind of crazy. Jamal Adams is not in Madden. He is from Texas and he is not in Madden, so I don't know what his overall was last time he was in Madden, but he's not in this one. I could not find him, so he's not part of the team. At kicker, we have Chris Boswell, one of the best kickers in the game, obviously. Brandon Aubrey is the best, but you know what? We'll take Boswell all day. And at punter, we have Brandon Mann. There was like 3 punters. They were all the same overall. So I just put Mann because he was the first one I crawled over. And we did bring the long snapper and Ross, whatever you pronounce that last name. He's our long snapper for the day. And if you notice, a lot of them actually went to Texas colleges, which makes sense. You know, Texas is a big state, lots of colleges. But comment down below how you think these teams are going to perform. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season and see how they do and where they make in the playoffs. They should make the playoffs. If they miss playoffs, that would be terrible. Alrighty, we are here at the end of the season, and they kind of underperformed. They went 11-6. They didn't even win their division. They lost it to the Chargers. Actually, no, wait, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? They lost it to Indiana. I don't know why I was thinking the Chargers. I guess because we're playing them, and I just kind of mixed it up. But they went 11-6, which I think is kind of an underperformance. Let's see how they did stat-wise. Patrick Mahomes had 40 touchdowns, 6 picks, and almost 4,000 yards. He does have a award winner, so maybe he's in the MVP. It might be possible. Running back, Devon Achane, putting up 1,100 yards. Dobbins putting up 8 touchdowns on only 70 carries, which is crazy. Achane putting up 9 touchdowns as well. Receiving wise, Jalen Waddle and Jackson Smith and Jigma both breaking 1,000, 15 and 11. That's crazy. Mike Evans a little bit underwhelming. Not bad for a 70. Probably at this point a 70 overall tight end. Putting up 5 touchdowns, almost 700 yards. Blocking wise, we should have never given up a sack all season. I mean, this is unrealistic stats. Anyway, defensively, Overshown leads us in tackles, which is interesting. Sack wise, oh wow. Myles Garrett, only 7.5. Wow. Bro hates being off the Browns, I guess. Ed Oliver, I mean, when our D tackles are putting up good sack numbers, and like this is, oh my gosh, that's bad. Let's see, interception wise, Overshown might honestly be in the race for DPOI. Probably didn't win it, but it'll be up there. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. I bet you our defense probably, we were the 12th best offense. That's not great, not awful. Could be better, could be worse. 26 defense. That's, oh wow, that's bad. MVP goes to Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes didn't even place. No, he's third. I'm just missing him. Coach of the year was Brian Daboll. For whatever reason, the freaking Giants are always good in Madden. Offensive player of the year on the AFC, we do not win that. Waddle does finish 10th. Defensive player of the year, we don't win that either. And Overshown, I think, should be in this. I'm not going to lie. Overshown should probably be in this DPOI. Rookie of the year, Travis Hunter. And on the NFC side, it's Cam Scatterboo because... yeah. And John Campbell. And on the AFC side, it is, I'm not pronouncing that. Anyway, Patrick Mahomes does win best quarterback. So we underperformed. I wanted to look at, what did I want to look at? I was going to look at something else, I thought, but I guess not. So let's go ahead and sim the wildcard game and see if we win. Let's see. Honestly, like the all Florida team, I think, lost in the, wow. Madden, what are we doing? Madden. That's crazy. That's crazy. They lost in the divisional round, or the wild card. I mean, Florida lost, I think, in the divisional, if I remember correctly. They did have a better regular season. I mean, really, like, this team is too stacked to be losing like that, I would imagine. I mean, yeah, look at this. Oh, wow, Chris Paul, for whatever reason, was starting. That's unfortunate. But still, it doesn't matter. It's one position that's not the end of the world. I mean, we have 3 right now, over 90 wide receivers. Obviously, Waddle's an 89, but he's playing up to a 90. I mean, look at this. This is such a stacked roster. And I think if I simmed one more year, Overshown will probably get started, because that's what happens with Sam's when they actually play. Myles Garrett was a big letdown. But if you guys enjoy this type of video, please hit that follow button or subscribe button. Sorry, I'm making too many TikToks. I hope to see you in the next video.